Thank you so much for tuning in and joining in. It is NACA Live, NACA Radio, where we learn and listen to everything there is to know about home ownership, getting out into the community, anything dealing with home ownership, houses, neighborhood preservation, and home ownership preservation. Everything you need to know is right here, all in one show. Tune in, love us, like us, hit us up on Facebook. We are officially Facebook Live today, everybody. So look for us on Facebook. Yes, look for us on Facebook and Instagram. The show is now live. We're happy about that. Call in to the show, just like Damien said, at 833-771-0500. That's 833-771-0500. Definitely want to get started today, but we have some good things to tell about who we are and what we do. Tune in to www.naca.com. But today and every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time and 1 p.m. Central, you can learn so much about NACA as a whole, the purchase program, the home save program, anything dealing with getting out into the community, exercising your voice. NACA is here, and I personally am here to make sure that we are bringing forth awareness, access, and change into our local communities, because when we know better, we what? Do better.
Awesome.
So Damien, what do we got going on today?
So just a little bit about NACA. For those of you who are just joining us, and we expect you to see us every Monday from 2 to 3, every Monday. NACA is a program that allows people like myself who has moderate and very bad credit. Me personally, I had a 480 credit score, but yet I got a 2.23 30-year fixed interest rate. No down payment, no closing costs, no PMI. All of those things you can get through NACA. So as Ms. Anjanette said, you just need to go to www.naca.com. But what we want to do is we want to also highlight people around the country that are going through this program so that we can show you proof of what NACA can. There's Megan Simmons on here today talking about her process and what it was like going through NACA, and she's going to share her story. And every week we're going to be giving a testimony of somebody who's gone through NACA. You hear me, DC?
I hear you, man. I can't wait to listen. Hey, Miss Megan.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm excited to be here with you guys and share my story about NACA.
So tell us, how did you first get started? What happened? How did you get introduced? What's going on? Just let us know.
Well, the man talking to me right now is the one that introduced me to NACA. To take a few steps back, I, like many people, actually was going the normal quote-unquote route, which is a traditional lender. I didn't know about NACA. I didn't know about any other first-time home buyer program. So I just went to my bank and was like, do I need to go through you to get a loan for my first place? And had no idea that there were all these other benefits for a first-time home buyer. So I know Damien from here in Atlanta, Georgia, and he said, hey, you're looking for a home, you need to go through NACA. And I said, well, what's that? And when he listed off the benefits, I literally was like, this cannot be true. There's no way, there's no closing costs, no PMI, credit is not considered, below fixed interest rate. I did not believe him at first. He went over everything, and once I realized that this was actually real, I jumped in with 2 feet and we got started with the process, and it has been life-changing, honestly.
Wow. Can we get a little detail? What about that interest rate? What about that payment? That's what we want to hear. The purchase price.
Yeah, so my interest rate, and mind you, I bought my house right before COVID hit. So I closed right in March of 2020. So back then, I still had a 2.75 interest rate, where during that time was still amazing. And if I had went through my normal mortgage original, they were quoting me 3.85.
What?
A 1% difference in interest rate just by going with NACA.
Wow. Y'all hear that? Best mortgage in the land. 1% difference by not going through a traditional lender. And don't even talk about all those other fees. But go ahead. What you say, Ms. Anjanette?
I want to hear about the house, though. Can you tell us a little bit about your home? Is it 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom? What do we have?
This is the best part. So the home I was able to purchase, I don't know if you guys know Atlanta, Georgia. It's here in Brookhaven, Georgia, which is a great
Wow.
zip code, great schools. I mean, it's one of the top areas of Atlanta.
Wow.
Able to buy in that area without NACA. It's a 3 bedroom, 3.5 bath townhome, in basically in the city. I came to closing paying nothing.
You said you came to closing paying what?
Yes, I did not have anything at closing. And honestly, I just got a check back from the bank because one thing about NACA that I love is they teach you that it's just more to buying a home. You have to go through a workshop, you have to budget. And when I did all of that, I was able just to keep an extra lump sum of money just in case something were to happen in the future. So I didn't have any closing costs, which is NACA, as well as when I went to close, I had to owe nothing at closing.
Shut up. Oh my, shut up, as my grandmama would say.
Yes.
Wow.
You know,
Y'all hear
that's
that, Antoinette?
It is
wonderful.
wonderful. It is
How do
wonderful.
you feel being a homeowner?
Oh man, it is amazing. It's a blessing. I bought my home. I was 28 when I closed on my home, and a lot of people in their 20s couldn't even imagine being homeowners. So to make for NACA to give me that opportunity to be a homeowner and to build generational wealth for my future kids, who knows, behind me is just amazing. And I want people to know about this program because you can do it. Just because you're young doesn't mean you can't be a homeowner. And NACA gives you the tools and the opportunities to be able to do that and to build generational wealth for yourself and your family.
And you said it best right there. And that's the one thing I wanted to tap into. And I'm so glad that you, a millennial, is actually looking at generational wealth, because the wealth is in the land. And this is probably the largest purchase of your life. A home is the largest purchase of your life. And so we're talking about now wealth building. So you'll someday pass this on to your children's children or whatever. When you've done paying for it, you may decide, hey, you know what? I'm through paying for this. I'm not going to just sell it. I'm going to now rent it out, make me some cash off of this or do whatever. And now guess what? I'm going to go and buy another house or something like that, or pass it on to your children. You never know what your path will lead you, but you have now step and just taking charge of your wealth and your legacy.
Yep. And I already have 30,000 in equity in less than a year in the home. So that was
Wait a minute.
Whoa. Did you hear that, DC?
She said $30,000.
Now, y'all, what Anjanette just talked about building that wealth, that's an example. Getting that 1% lower, getting the things that she's getting, that's what NACA can do, y'all. And she's a young person. She didn't wait till she was 40, 50, 60, 28. Woo! DC.
Wow. She hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to jump in. I know it can be scary. Like Antoinette said, this is your largest purchase you might ever make. But NACA does a good job of making a budget for you. You have counseling sessions. They're not going to throw you into a house you can't afford. They're going to make sure this is a house you can keep up with. You can meet the monthly payments. So just do it. That's all I can say, man. There's no regrets at all.
So we're looking at this pioneer, this woman, this legacy here during Women's Month, by the way. It's Women's History Month, and right now she just made her legacy. She started her legacy. Your legacy started long before this purchase, but now you just advanced your legacy, and I commend you on that. Ladies and gentlemen, she just advanced her wealthiness. Her net worth just went up, and then she walked into a house and now have $30,000 on top of the investment. You can't beat that with a stick. You can poke a knife in me because I'm jealous.
Man. Y'all, listen, www.naca.com is where you need to go so you can get your blessing too. And again, if you got questions for us, 833 833-771-0500 is the number that you need to call. Again, 833-771-0500 to get the scoop on and how you can be a part of NACA. Not only that, NACA is an advocate. We advocate for people, and what we talk about is being in your community, helping to vote. NACA was back here doing canvassing, getting everybody to vote for Warnock and Ossoff. We were there carrying people for free rides to the polls so that they could now exercise their God-given right to vote. NACA don't play, y'all. Look at what's going on here. So what I'm telling you, get out there and get your blessing. Stop sitting on that couch. Get up now, get your phone, get your PC, NACA.com, so you can sign up for a workshop so you can get your blessing. Please do not issue yourself your own declination. Work with NACA. We work with you. We don't just tell you no and throw you out the door. We work with you to get that home. Megan, let me ask you, well, how was the process with working with your counselor? Because this is a blessing. This is amazing.
Yeah. What I want to say first, this is not some quick one and done process. NACA wants to make sure that whatever they qualify you for, you can afford, you can keep up for years to come. So it is going to be a process, but it's an amazing process. We first sat down, went over my budget, went over like spending, just to make sure that whatever they qualify me for, I could pay monthly and not have to worry about in case, COVID hit, people lost their jobs. NACA makes sure that you have that savings fund that can fill those months in case something like that were to happen. So you kind of have a person holding your hand during the whole process. Any questions I had, they answered for me within 24 hours. I mean, it was just very, very, very helpful. It's not, like I said, it's not quick, but they walk you through the process and they're going to make sure that it's done right.
So this is what we talk about. This is what NACA does that nobody else does like we do it. Another bank, any of the other bank and entities will get you qualified for the house, but guess what? They're not interested if you next month you have any challenges. We also have the MAP department, membership assistance, where we work with you to make sure you don't lose a home. Now tell me, what other bank or mortgage company does that? We are with you for the life. You are a family member. We are family. We take care of our own. So once you get in the NACA family, baby, you in. Wow. Thank you and just welcome. Go ahead.
One of the things I wanted to reiterate on that, Damien, is it's wonderful to hear that. And what Megan has learned is, and I want the rest of the public to know this, is that you said it best. They're not just going to throw you in a house that you can't afford. They're going to make sure that affordability is there. So NACA does a good job of quality counseling. So they counseled Megan to make sure she was ready for home ownership. Readiness is number one. But then once she got the house, I came from the banking environment. That used to be my world. That used to be my norm. So I know for a fact that once the bank provides a loan for you and you get the loan, once you sign on the dotted line, it's thank you, ma'am, we'll see you later, goodbye, call us if you want to refi, or something like that. It's never a handoff with NACA. It's always a hand-holding process, cradle to grave. So once she signed those documents and she got her home that she wanted, she is still a NACA member. That means that if Megan comes through any challenges, life happens. It happens to all of us. It's called life. It happens. Bad things happen to good people. Not that we wish it on her, but we want Megan to know, guess what? In the event that something happens, we're still here. You're still a NACA member. And if things get to a tough challenges, you have the membership assistance program, our home save program, to help her along the way with anything from utility assistance, mortgage assistance, any assistance out there in her local community. We are out there. We talking to the politicians. We work with local leaders to make sure that when you open your door, your home is still just as beautiful and desirable as the day from now till 15 years from now. And that's the beauty of NACA.
Wow. Well, I
got a question.
Go ahead.
Who helped her select that home?
Megan, who helped you select your home?
Yeah, so there's two options. So for me, I was originally going in with a realtor that I had previously. So she worked with me But NACA actually has their own realtor team, and I would recommend that if you do go through NACA, to use one of their agents because they know the process, they know the system and how it works. You can use your own agent, but after going through the process, it's easier to use one of the NACA agents that they'll have for you because it is a different process than a normal mortgage. So it's just a lot easier if you use one of the NACA agents, but you can use your own agent if you need to.
Okay, so definitely sounds like you said that when you get ready to get your next house through NACA, you're going to use an in-house agent.
Yes.
And it makes sense because NACA is a unicorn, everyone, and it exists nowhere else. So who better to know their products than the in-house agents? You know, so my thing is stick with the in-house agents. They're going to get you through. And I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm just proud to hear about your blessing and what you got. It just shows that on unturned. And everybody, I just want to say this. Just because you don't know that something exists does not mean it did not exist. Because Megan said she had never heard about NACA, but that didn't change the fact that NACA has been around for 35 years. It's there, people, and you need to seize and take your blessing. NACA.com. 833-771-0500 is the number to call for questions. All right? We're going to go ahead and take a break. Y'all are with NACA Live. We're going to come back in a few minutes. Listen to these commercials. How can you join NACA? And also, NACA is hiring. We are hiring over 50 counselors a month just to keep up with the demand. 50 counselors a month. So check us out at NACA.com. Go over there to join us and look at our careers. We're hiring all over the country. Do not sleep on that. If you're looking for a job, NACA got you. You're looking for a house, NACA got you. We got you.
Guys, today we have a bone-in pork shoulder. And look, we're going to be cooking that in our Instapot. So you guys got your Instapots ready? Let's cook.
You budget. You, like me, are 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to save ourselves by setting a goal to save 2% more of our income for our retirement.
Why 2?
1% honors you.
And 1% honors all womankind.
So come on, learn more about the 2% challenge at WeSaySaveIt.org.
Why do bad things happen to good people? I couldn't reconcile how the scriptures could begin with such a tragic story, because even when we try to preach that Job got double for his trouble, it still doesn't make up for the fact that Job lost a lot. So even in my losses, even in the tension of me losing and in the tension of all the darkness, can I still trust God to live after these moments of suffering and pain?
We're back with NACA Live on the MIXradio.com. We've been talking earlier with Ms. Megan Simmons, who's a NACA homeowner, and she's been talking about a blessing of going through NACA, getting in less than a year, she's got it's $30,000 in equity. Man, NACA is the place. But while we're on here, we just want to let you know if you have any questions, please call 833-771-0500. And Ms. Anjanette, we just want to check in with you also, because we always want to check in with you about Texas and what's going on and how we as the NACA Radio can help out with what's going on with Texas. Help me out.
Well, Texas is still undergoing mass repairs from the winter storms where people lost power, they lost water, they're repairing busted pipes, plumbing is really bad, low surplus in supplies for pipe fittings and things of that nature. But we all are galvanizing all of our labor, all of our specialty servicemen that can come in and do repairs such as plumbing, electrical work. So our electric plumbers, our general contractors, and our roofers can go to www.trytexas.org and log on there and register their service so that our seniors can have someone to reach out to do their repairs. And also, that is also the place you go to for any type of assistance you need with the Texas storms. We have a lot of our utility assistance. Some people are offering to do free repairs to those seniors that are in need. So always check us out at www.trytexas.org. That's www.tritexas.org. For sure. Another thing I want to make sure we reiterate, we do have a couple of questions that came through for Ms. Megan, Superstar here today. One of the questions is someone asked about you getting a townhome versus dwelling home. They didn't say single dwelling home, they said regular. So I wanted to make sure we know that it is a difference between a townhome having a shared wall versus a single dwelling home, meaning, your standalone home. And they wanted to know, did NACA make you make that choice?
Oh no. So with NACA, you can buy any type of home. You can get a condo, townhome, single family home, and so if you can get lucky and get like a duplex, you can live in one room and rent out the other 2 or 3 rooms and have that as residual income. So a lot of people don't know that. So there is no limit to what type of house you can get. I just got a townhome because I'm by myself and I don't have to deal with yard work and all of that. So with my community, the HOA covers, all the outdoor, the mowing, the lawn, all that stuff. So for me and my lifestyle, townhome was the best. But with NACA, there is no limit to what type of home you can purchase.
So you just a good young lady. You ain't got time for that. So when you people work, you come home, yard look nice, all of these other things. I got it. I get you. I understand. Go ahead, Ms. Anjanette.
And I think it's smart. I think she's not just beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. She's beautiful and smart. What she decided is that, she enjoys her quality of life where, I want the benefit of owning my own home. I want ownership, but I also don't want to have to get out there and mow the lawn and do this and do that. So I'll let somebody else take the brunt of that and do it for me. And she walked into that property with $30,000 of equity. So she got the best of both worlds. So she made the conscious choice that was best for her lifestyle. Now, you may have some people that have 2 or 3 kids and they need that backyard and they want to put the swing set back there for the kids and they're looking for all of that. And so what Megan is saying is that she had made that choice to do that. She had that option. And I just want people to understand that was a good question coming out of actually, it was a question coming out of Alabama. I'm very surprised at that. But hello to those out there in Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, my hometown, and Texas. So hello to all of you guys that are out there listening to us here on the radio station Mix 106. But I definitely want to go into the second question. The second question was, and here's the drum roll, will you continue this home after it's paid for?
Honestly, yes, I think very long term. So I bought in an area in Atlanta where I know is just going to continue to grow and grow. So then after I paid it off and it's done and I want to rent it out or do whatever I want, then I can do that and I will have people that are always looking to buy and live in this neighborhood. So something that I plan to own forever.
So it sounds like you didn't just think about, I want to buy this house because I want this house and I like it, but you were about thinking about growth and having money and building, as Anjanette quotes, that wealth that's available to you. So it sounds like what you did was an intentional buy. Is that what I'm hearing?
100% intentional. So I see myself owning this property forever.
Wow. But now, just to go back to that first question that we were answering, I just want to make sure that everyone out there understands Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, NACA is in all of those areas. So don't feel like because you live in South Alabama or South Georgia or North Alabama or North Georgia that you can't go through NACA. NACA is in over 50 states. So do not think that you can't get your home through NACA. get your blessing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Damien said it correctly, but I just want to commend Megan. You know, I see so much on a day-to-day basis when we're out in the community, when we're, you know, talking to constituents out there and talking to our residents and our seniors, our millennials, and change just to see, or refreshing just to see this young lady. She got her head on straight. She knows what she wants. She understands that you have to crawl before you walk, and she sees the value in her purchase. She knows what she's going to do with it later. And even if she changes her mind or whatever, it's her right to do that. And she has ownership. She is wealthy now. She has the right to say, you know what, I am wealthy because I have created generational wealth, not just for me, but for my children that I don't even have yet. I'm taking care of them before they were even conceived. That's a beautiful thing. That's beautiful. I just want to commend you as being just that steadfast and just working hard and staying diligently and not giving up on your dreams, staying focused on what you want and going after it.
Intentional wealth building. I also, Internet, want to talk about a couple of little things here that I don't want to even get past. We have Megan online talking about her blessing, but I want to give a shout out to Tanisha and Raphael Anderson, who closed on March 5th of this year with a 2.375. The house was over $200,000, and their monthly payment is $1,100. Oh, wow. So hey, we got one more. Hey, don't hold on, don't sleep on that, 'cause we got it. We got you, baby. Demetrius and Candace Smith here in Georgia. They closed on 3/9 of this year, and their payment is $1,989. But hold on, somebody might say that's kind of high. But wait a minute. Their purchase price was over $380,000. Oh. And their interest rate was 2.375. Now tell me.
Almost $400,000 house.
Almost 400. Now tell me, brother, who on the strip, mortgage-wise, can give you a house like that? I'll wait. Anybody?
NACA.
All right. Oh, say it again.
NACA.com.
Say it again for the deaf. I can't hear this here. Say it again.
NACA.com.
All right. Y'all hear where to go. If you got questions, if you got more questions for us, go to 833-771-0500 for questions. We sitting and having a good time. I just need me a pizza while I'm sitting here waiting. Anybody want to order me a margarita pizza?
I gotta ask Megan this.
Right. Go ahead.
What advice would she give to a young lady or a young guy that's out there working hard? What steps would you tell them to take to get in the position that you got in order to get the blessing that you got?
Come on. Ooh.
Honestly, the first thing I would say is if they go to NACA.com, it will show a workshop in their area, and the first step that they need is go to a workshop, because the workshop is going to literally lay everything out that you need to have in order to go through the process. And it's very, very detailed. So the thing is, people are just afraid to take that first step. They're afraid of the unknown. You know, it's a scary thing buying your first home. But what I will say is that it's just taking that leap and just getting in a workshop and just learning more about the program. It's going to lay it all out for you. I promise you guys, if you just sign up for a workshop and see what NACA can do, it will be the best decision. So if you're listening to this now, you're a young person looking to get your first house, go to NACA.com, sign up for a workshop in your city, and just get the information. And then from there, they'll give you the steps that you need to move forward.
Wow.
I love it. I love it. And just to take this another step further, once again, we don't leave you out there by yourself. We're also here even after the process to not only welcome you to your new home, but lend out a helping hand in the event that something happens later or something happens in life and you need NACA. NACA, once you become NACA, you're not a client. We call our clients members. And why? Because you become a member of the family, and we want to make sure that we extend our hand out for any challenges or circumstances that may come and you need us. We're there for you. So, those of you who don't know about NACA, you can like us, love us, go to our social media platforms, NACA. The official Facebook page is NACA. And then you can also like us, love us on Twitter, Instagram, you name it. We're there. We're all over the social media outlet, just making sure that we bring forth awareness, access, and change. So definitely. And hey, I'm getting all kind of shout outs, and everybody's saying hello and things of that nature. We got people. I'm remiss if I don't scream out to Texas, to more DC, Maryland, Florida, Miami. I see you, Jacksonville. I see you out there. Thank you. I love you guys. And tell your people to tune in and listen to us, because guess what? We got some good things coming up with our community and neighborhood engagements. Megan, even in your neighborhood, as beautiful of a neighborhood as it is, we want to make sure that it remains that way and that we protect your investment. And the best way we can do that is that we get out and we galvanize our people. And you don't have to be a NACA member to become a NAC. And NAC is a NACA Action Committee. That is boots on the ground, our local people, just residents in the community that really want to be part of change in their area. So if you're walking down your street and you see things that you want to see better, the air quality, the quality of the water, our schools, our tax rates, anything where we can get elected officials engaged, we are forming our NACs, our NACA Action Committees in your neighborhood. And I don't know if we have to take a commercial now, but towards the end of the show, we're going to tell you where we're kind of matriculating several events. We got 2 events coming up here in Houston where we're going to be opening it up so that people can join and become a NAC, so that we can have not so much as parties in your neighborhood, but action. We're taking action in your neighborhood. So we're having community action meetings right outside on the block in your neighborhood. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to galvanize the people, and we're going to have a little food, have some drinks, enjoy each other, fellowship with one another, and find out the issues that plague your community. Find out what we need to improve on. And we're not doing that just in Georgia. We're doing that wherever you call us and there's a need, we're coming.
All over the country. But here's the thing about what Anjanette just said. If you buy your home, whether you have it through NACA or you have it through any other mortgage, if you don't help make change in your community, then guess what? Your property value goes down. Nobody wants to move in your neighborhood. That's not good for you. So it is in your direct financial benefit and interest to work on what's going on in your community. Because when you eliminate those issues, guess what? Everybody ready to move in your neighborhood. We're going to take this break now. Y'all here with NACA Live on the Mix 106 radio. We'll be back in a few. See you shortly.
Drop us hearts.
Night of fire.
I need some balloons right now because you just signed. That is amazing. Can you share with us that experience?
God's major assignment is people, not platforms. A lot of times, God will release us, and He'll even release us to the nations, but because the platform doesn't match, we think we're waiting. But God say, no, I released you to a people. If there are people in front of you, you've been doing it. You've been answering the call. Don't allow the level or either the size of the platform to cause you to misinterpret what God has already done.
We're ready for what God wants. God, we are lost in darkness.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
There's a decline in blood donations. Talk to us about why should we give blood?
When you donate, you save 3 lives. So I think This is a great thing. Like your platelets, your whole blood, and your plasma is split up. So it's not going directly to one patient, but it's actually being split up and it's going to 3 different patients.
.radio.com. Listen, if you got any questions for us, please give us a call on 833-771-0. There, say it again, hi to our NACA listeners. Look, show us some love and give us some hearts. Show us that love. We need it. We want it. We need it. Hey, we here for you on this NACA program. When we're back, we were talking with Miss Megan Simmons, who's getting her blessing. Got her house through NACA, started out less than a year, and got $30,000 over in equity. Man, let me tell you, I cannot even say it enough. I myself, with a 480 credit score, 480. Tell me where can I get a home with that, with something that bad? Everybody tell me, boy, don't even the security get it before you even get up on the step. So what I'm saying to you is NACA is doing what no one else is doing, and Megan and all of these other people that we talk about that we're bringing on are doing it. NACA is the best mortgage in America. And now we want to talk to Miss Anjanette about how can we get more involved in that NAC? What can we do in that community? Go ahead, Miss Anjanette.
Absolutely. But first, I have one more question that came through about Home Save. This is coming out of Chicago, Illinois. Someone asked, that they said that they were having difficulties in paying their mortgage. They are not a NACA member, but they are having difficulties. They've been laid off. They just started back working due to the pandemic, but they have been called back to work. And I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. They have been called back to work. And now that they are called back to work, however, they are roughly about 3 to 6 months. 3 months behind on their mortgage, 6 months behind on other bills, things like that. And so they wanted to know if NACA could help them without being a member. And you don't need to be a member to get assistance from NACA externally. What we want you to do is come to NACA, because guess what? You become a member as soon as we start working with you. So you don't need to be a member to get the privileges. You become a member once we start working with you. So it's not the club for the elitists. You become the elite. As soon as you say, help me, and we reach out our hand to help you, you are now a member of the family, and we take care of you. So to the person in Chicago that's listening, and you guys on Facebook, throw up some hearts. Let me know you guys are listening for sure, because what I want you to do is know that NACA is your outlet. NACA is your source. And this young lady who is having trouble paying for her mortgage is exactly what Home Save is. If you're facing hardship and facing foreclosure, behind on your mortgage, or even if you anticipate getting behind on your mortgage, you come in to the NACA family, and our Home Save department will take care of you. And that's our membership assistance program. And they will help you with your mortgage. That means NACA has standing agreements with over 20 banks and servicers. And they will work with your bank or your servicer to get your loan what we call modified. So that's if you're at a $900 payment at a 7%. NACA can get that payment down for you by working with your bank and dropping your interest rate, therefore making your mortgage more affordable. So yes, Miss Chicago, Illinois, come on in. Contact us at 425-602-6222. That's 425-602-6222. And contact our Home Save program and let them know that you are facing foreclosure, or you're behind on your mortgage, or you anticipate being behind on your mortgage, and we will help you. Let me tell you this, NACA is out there fighting we're hitting the pavements every day trying to make sure you know that you do not have to be stuck in a property that you cannot afford. That if you if it's your desire to keep your home, don't be forced out of your home due to foreclosure. If you really want to save your home, reach out to NACA, because guess what? The worst thing you can do is not try. Nothing beats a failure but a try. So all you have to do is just try, put forth the effort. Faith without works is dead. So put some work into it, have faith, and step out into your greatness of keeping your home. That's what I really want to get question. I say, you know what? This question that this lady has in Chicago may help someone else who don't even know that she should ask.
So, Ms. Anjanette, I just want you to say that number one more time. So for people who didn't get it, maybe need a second chance, say that number one more time. If you need help, it's no long application process. All you got to do is say, I need help. Guess what? As soon as you say the word help to NACA, you are a member. You are a family. We take care of our own. So we're going to make sure that no matter where you at in this country, you hear me again, no matter where you at in this country, Alaska and Hawaii too. We ain't just staying in the continental. Wherever you are, we can do something to help you. Miss Anjanette, one more time with that number, please.
426222. That's 425-602 NACA.
And again, Miss Chicago, my heart goes out to you, and I'm thankful, and not only to you, but to everyone out there who's going through this whole COVID change that have lost a job. NACA is here for you. If you lost your job, hey, NACA.com is hiring. Hey, if you need help with your mortgage, hey, NACA.com is here. We are here for you. All right? Do you hear that? We are here for you, but my heart truly goes out to everyone who's lost a job. But guess what? One thing I can say about NACA, even during COVID, we did not lay anybody off. We're hiring up as a month. Only thing we changed was how we do our work and where we do it at. But we are hiring. So go out there and get your blessing. And one thing I know, NACA is hiring. Ain't that right, Miss Anjanette?
That is correct. We do job fairs. We do virtual job fairs. We make it possible. So if you don't live near a NACA office, it's okay. We have remote positions. We have remote counselor positions. We have our outreach positions. We have organizer positions, member services positions. We are looking for even communications, social media. Just check us out, www. If you look at it under the About Us tab and you look at careers, there is a plethora of jobs. There is something for everybody.
So go out there and what? Give that blessing. There is no excuse from, and listen, don't try to keep your blessing to yourself. We can share. Let everybody know that NACA's hiring. Let everybody know that NACA can help them save their situation. Do not bury your head in the sand. Get help. Everybody needs help. And during these trying times, we got to help each other. So that's what NACA is here. Man, this is awesome. This is awesome. And Megan, I just ask you, just give us some parting words of what advice would you give again to someone about NACA?
Jump in. Don't be afraid. Like I said, they're going to make sure your mortgage counselor is going to hold your hand during the process. NACA is there for you. Like I said, it's been the best decision that I've made. Like Anjanette said, to provide generational wealth for myself, for my future family, and it's been the best decision. So if you're listening to this right now, go to naca.com, find a workshop, get some more information, and jump in and join us here at NACA.
Wow. Listen, Megan, I just really appreciate you for taking time to be transparent, share your truth, and share your blessing with the rest of the world, the NACA family, and everybody that's listening to us right now. You are awesome. Congratulations. I look forward to working with you and just seeing where you go from here. You are awesome and a young person, a millennial out here buying a house. So I don't want to hear no excuses. I can't get a house. All you do, get NACA.com, get on the program, get your action plan from your counselor, and then you move towards your blessing. Thank you so much, Ms. Megan. Anjanette, how again can we find everybody on NACA?
Absolutely. You can find us with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Look for us under NACA, NACA, the official page. And you can like us, love us, send a message to us, whatever you need to be. We do have a couple of more questions, though. Someone is asking about our virtual job fairs. And let me tell you, go to www.naca.com and apply for, look for the position that best suits you. Make sure you read the job descriptions to find your niche, find what matches your skill set. Once you apply, what we're going to do, we have virtual job fairs, and our virtual job fairs are where you are literally interviewing. You're going to go into one of the breakout rooms where you're going to meet with the hiring manager, and you get hired right there. Our virtual job fairs is not informational. It is where you have applied for the position, where we've sent you an invitation to come to the virtual job fair, and you are ready to get on there and interview, and we are telling you you're hired right there. So it is a good thing. We just had one last weekend. On Saturday, we had over 200 people in there. We are trying to hire thousands of people because we want to make sure that during a pandemic, we want to make sure where people are getting laid off. NACA is one of those that we have literally the best problem there is we have a large influx of volume, and we want to make sure we're able to take care of everybody that's coming in, and we are employing people out there. So you cannot say you don't know about this job. If you're out here now and you're listening to us and you're looking for a position, check us out and look and see what position best suits you. In our virtual job fairs, we have another one coming up next month on the 17th, but that doesn't mean it stops right there. It doesn't mean that you can't get hired until then. If you apply right now, you can actually get an interview and get hired the same week. So it's happening all around you. I want to press upon you to make sure you look us up to become a NAC. Become a NACA Action Committee member today. And that's anybody who aspires to have a voice in their community, anybody who wants to get active in their community and have some say in their community of what's happening in their surroundings. We want to make sure we give you the tools, the access, and the resources. If you're having events in the community, NACA wants to help you with that. We'll even fund some of these events. So let us know what's going on in your community and your neighborhoods. We'll come out and we'll do this together. You are not alone. We can do this together. We're in it together. So again, NACA's there for you.
Thank you. Join us next week on NACA Live on the Mix106radio.com. 2 to 3. See you next week.